Number one problem for realtors, not enough hours in the day. Can't get everything done. So many things we want to do. We've got to get this marketing out. We're not doing a good job with follow-up. We've got all of these old leads we haven't converted. I've got books that I haven't read. We're on chapter 5 of this one, chapter 1 of this one. Does this sound familiar for you? Well, there's a reason for that. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every day to help you in growing your real estate business. Big problem for agents is scheduling, agendas, sticking to that agenda, and ultimately being productive every single day, making sure you are prolific. You're getting lots of content out there. You're doing a good job of picking up buyers and sellers. Our big problem, distractions. So for a lot of real estate agents, their number one problems, there's just not enough hours in the day. They feel like they're working all day, and at the end of the day, they didn't get much done. Well, the biggest reason for that, they're not working off of an agenda. Check this out. This is literally what mine looks like. I do it on print. But listen, if you schedule this out and you make it a priority and you really focus on where your dollars come in as a real estate agent, what you should be doing every single day, you're going to get busy doing real work, which means that illusion of movement, the busy work, the fake stuff, the stuff that's keeping you busy, checking out the news, checking your email. Got to go through all that stuff. Let me check out this training real quick. I got to read this stuff. All that crap you're doing, you'll never have time to do that because you're doing the more profitable stuff. But what happens is when we want to procrastinate, we'll find all these other things that we need to do before we do this. Let me tell you right now, you think there's not enough time for you to exercise every day. If the doctor tells you that if you don't exercise every day, you're going to die in 2 weeks, ain't nothing more important. All of a sudden, you got time. It's just got to be important to you. And for so many agents, we get to, doing all these other things. We never get to the important, the profitable stuff you should be doing in your business. Let me give you an example. So as we get, we're at the end of September. So we're already the last quarter of 2023. Can you believe it? October, November, December. We're there. So when we look at the fact that the month of October, I've got a whole lot of stuff planned. Stuff that I'm creating that I have to create full presentations for. So I want you to imagine right now that I had you come into one of my events, and on October 15th, I want you to give a 2-hour presentation, okay? You individually, I'll put you on stage in front of all those agents, and on October 15th, I want you to give a full presentation. How much planning would you have to do? How many hours would you need to put in to make sure this is right and make sure it's good and it's good quality content and they really learn a lot from it and that type of thing? Let me tell you a little bit about my schedule coming up because I got a lot of planning I need to do as well. In the month of October, we're having our inner circle coaching calls on the 12th and the 26th. That's 2 individual calls, thousands of agents, and I need to have really good content on those 2 Thursdays, the 12th and 16th. But also on the 12th, I'm doing a training on all of our cash offer program, whole different group of people, whole different presentation on our cash offer program. Also on the 26th, I have an additional call that I'm doing. I'm meeting with tons of agents one-on-one. I'm meeting with all my legacy members. I have 16 individual 30-minute Zoom meetings on October 11th. However, on October 25th, I also have a legacy meeting for our Chief Marketing Officer presentation where we show them how we're doing our marketing. I'm doing free content calls for thousands of agents, the biggest event I've ever done throughout the month of October. I'm giving 3 individual presentations on the October 4th, October 10th, October 18th. I'm giving full-blown presentations to thousands. I would anticipate 8,000, 9,000 realtors are going to be in attendance on the 4th, the 10th, and the 18th. I have to fit all of that in there. And on November 7th, we're giving the Super Bowl of real estate. My entire team is going to Canada, and we're going to be broadcasting live from a studio with my book launch and supplemental training that goes with that. And I want to guess we'll have 15 to 18,000 realtors in attendance on that as well. In the meantime, I'm going to be in Indiana, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, New Jersey, and 3 spots in Ohio in the month of October for yearling auctions for our racehorses. I'll be in Indiana 3 different times because we also have our Breeders' Crown, our big championship races that are going on. I got some personal stuff I'm going to be doing too, and I'm scheduling a couple of dates. What are you talking about? You're busy. What are you like? How are you? I get 700 actual emails a day that I reply to. Not 700 spam, not the 300 spam. 600 to 700 actual emails every single day. I think you might be bullshitting yourself. I think you might actually think you're busy, but if you're doing all this work and you're not getting paid from it, it's actually charity work. You don't really have time for charity work now, because the definition of charity is providing services to others that you don't get paid for. You're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. So if you're not getting paid, you're actually doing busy work. It's not helping you in any way. I don't want to hear that you're busy. You're just not focused. You just don't have that agenda that you need to really stay focused in on making the money you need to make. Because, by the way, there's a whole bunch of stuff I didn't cover in there. It takes me 3.5 full days to create the newsletter and the Get Money Now campaign that I send out to you guys. We got to get all that done, get it over to the printer, get the entire list of our entire database, get that over to the printer as well. We've got so many things we're doing. I work one-on-one with so many agents. I've got 26 other businesses that I'm running. Many of you know I've got the Italian ice business. I've got the pet urine stain removal business. I've got the gourmet cookie business. I've got the vitamin supplement for all the horses. I have to have time to do all of that stuff. You just ain't focused. You are totally bullshitting yourself if you think there's not enough hours in the day. No, the hours that you're like, I'll guarantee you, if I flew out to your area tomorrow, or say Monday, I fly out to your city and I'm just sitting in the chair next to you, I bet you wouldn't do the things that you have scheduled for the day today. I bet that wouldn't be what you'd be doing. You wouldn't be looking online to read what's going on with all this stuff right now. You wouldn't be checking this out. You wouldn't be going to check the mail. I just got to run to the store real quick. I'm here so we can make money. What are you talking about? Go to the store. You need trash bags? What? I don't think this is costing you hundreds of thousands. You could have 5 personal assistants for less money than it's costing you, ripping it out of your bank account from doing all the shit that you're doing every single day. It's time to get focused. You really got to think about what you're doing every single day. Because, by the way, 2 days a week, I go out to the horse barn too. And I spend 3 hours in the morning. I leave early, but I spend 3 hours in the morning with everybody at the horses. It takes me 35 minutes to get back home. I do that twice every single week. So I got to add 8 trips at 3 hours a piece. That's another 24 hours out of the month for fun stuff. What are you talking about? You're busy. How are you busy? I also have to do morning meetings for everybody every single, what are you talking about? Do you know how much more you can stuff into your day if you really get focused on revenue? I know you can do it. I believe you can do it. You just really have to get focused in on how you're going to do it, how you can eliminate all the busy work that you're doing right now. I want you to be massively successful. I want you to do what it takes to get that message out for buyers, sellers, and investors to start doing business with you. But if nobody knows who you are and you're doing all this crap, you need to ask yourself every single day, is this getting more people to know me? What I'm doing right now, is this getting more people to know me? Checking your email. What a waste of time. Why do you keep deleting those things, man? Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe from everybody's shit. You can actually get focused on your shit. I promise it'll help you tremendously if you do so. Doing all the things that you're doing every day, it's completely wasting your time. And I'm telling you, it's costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars. An employee wouldn't cost you money. That horrible employee that's running the business now is what's costing you money. Get them productive and life gets very good. So break out a blank piece of paper, a blank calendar, and just start filling in the things you're going to do every day and actually do them. If you do that, I didn't even cover all the stuff that I got in here that I need to do. But if you do that, you will be massively profitable. Every single day, I'm putting more pressure on myself because every day we have gregsfreetraining.com. So I've been kind of talking about that. So all of these agents can join these 3 free calls that I'm doing. No pitch, nothing available for them to buy. I'm literally not offering them anything. I'm just doing it as free training, giving back to the community for all that I've done and how successful I've been. Many of you know I reached one of my bucket list items last week. So I'm just giving. So I set up gregsfreetraining.com where they're going to get access to the 4th, the 10th, and the 18th. Totally free trainings with nothing at all for sale. Every day we get hundreds of people signing up for that thing. So I really got to make sure that these trainings turn out very well and they get a ton of value from it. A lot of people don't even know who I am, are going to learn about how they can start selling more real estate. I got to show up for that. So when I tell you, going back to if I said, I'm going to put you on stage for October 15th, you only got to talk for 2 hours. I got a presentation almost every day of the month. Every single day. I got over 9 of them. I know that I need to prepare. I need to have ready to roll. I need to be in the right mindset. I need to show up present. So there's so many other things you can do and you can get done, but you're doing all the other stuff. So you don't really have it scheduled. It's not on the agenda to make it happen. Right. So if you said, I need to start exercising. So you put on your agenda 7:30 tomorrow morning. I'm going to do that. And I know you didn't have any damn appointments at 7:30. Well, your key doesn't even work on lock boxes at 7:30. I know you had nothing else to do. So if you don't get that done, you're bullshitting yourself. You failed. You're sleeping. You freaking failed. You know how to be successful. You know how to get your desired result. And you failed as a human. You let yourself down. You're not letting anybody else down. You let yourself down that you didn't do that. Well, the same is true for your power hour at 9 o'clock. The same is true for following up with all the attorneys that are referring business to you at 11 o'clock. The same is true for your past client sphere of influence newsletter that needs to go out that you scheduled for noon. If you don't do it, you're letting yourself down. You're like, oh, well, I've just been so busy because I got to check my email. You ain't busy. You got no freaking business. Whatever the hell you're doing, it ain't business. You call it something else other than BUS because it ain't business. It ain't busy. It's waste of time is what it is. You're not busy. How are you busy and you're not making money? What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. Imagine somebody's at work and they're working all day long talking about how busy they are, but they don't actually get paid. You aren't busy. It has nothing to do with business. So we got to get real focused on what needs to happen for you to be profitable. If you're following this channel here, if you're seeing me every single, not only follow the channel, but ring the bell, turn on notifications. If you're seeing me every day and you're getting these ideas and these tips, you're starting to get focused, you're starting to get serious, you're realizing you can't do this for 100 years. You got to get a retirement together, which means you need not only to make how much you need each month, but you need a gross amount more than that so you can start putting it away. Because if you need this much and you only make double that, if you start putting that amount away, do that every month for 5 years, you can only retire for 5 years. You're going to run out of money. And Walmart doesn't even hire greeters anymore. You're going to outlive your money. It's time for you to get very, very serious about your business. Anytime I offer free training for agents, if you click the video description box underneath this video, or you click more, you'll see tons of links on how you can start to grow your business. Look, I'm good. Not only are my kids and my grandkids going to be good, but their grandkids will be good. Like generational wealth. This is why. This is why. Because you need to learn how to stuff a lot of profitable activities into your business. You know how I started? As a desperate, struggling, dead broke realtor who had his car repossessed during the office caravan tour. That's how I started. And I was able to get with one buyer's agent. I was able to get to over $2 million a year in commission just doing that before I ever talked to any other realtor. Obviously doing far, far better than that now. But to get to $2 million a year, I paid that other realtor 200 grand. You got to start somewhere, but you got to start. You can't keep bullshitting yourself on what you're doing every day. Let's get you focused. Let's get you making more money. If you need help with your agenda, reach out to us, reach out to support. That's what we're here to do, but we got to get you making more money. Follow this page, ring the bell, share this with an agent you know needs to be more productive. This just might be what it takes to get them where they need to be. I'll talk to you on the next morning meeting, and bye-bye for now.